I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Listening to Dr. Bones.
Good evening, this is Dr. Bones live for part 2 of New Music Saturday. I'm back here with Nessie, and we're going to get to a second song by the band called Postcode, and the song is called Escape. Dig this. All right, that was Postcode with Escape. What are your thoughts on that one?
I like that it had rather, well, not heavy, but some kind of imbuing undercurrent. This whole song, it has these dark vocals I really enjoyed, and kind of sharp and fuzzy, kind of elusive riffage to it. And if I had to put it in like 2 words, which is quite hard because I'm rather wordy, so you know that. I would put it that way. It's melodic rock, and it's nice because, well, I'm continuing talking, so I hope that's fine. But if I put it that, it's melodic rock because it's kind of moose in sound, but still has the particular rock elements like the heavy riffage and the very imbuing, incisive vocals to it, but it's still mellow in sound.
You know what? I can agree more with that statement just because it did flowed very well, and it's kind of like almost like kind of a mellow, but kind of almost kind of gothic sound to it.
Yeah, definitely. It still has very tense moments too, and just makes you curious to see how the song progresses and what there's next, and see how the whole song develops. And yeah, it was definitely nice listening to it because it was not, well, constantly just flowing. It had some ups and downs due to the heavy riffage. It's just nice.
That's right. And on that note, we're going to get to the next song here. The next song is the Dead Sea Navigators with Brigida. Dig this.
Someone blew the tires out. Sharpshooters, I was a kid. Does it matter if I can see? I'll head down south and pack it in. Was a fine tone. She breathed out, stay living. The crackle of the horsewhip leather. Come on, I'll buy you an ice cream. Doesn't matter if you can't see.
Alright, that was Dead Sea Navigators with Brigida, and always a good tune by them. Really good, well-flowing piano. I love the way Steph plays, and always a good tune.
Yeah, I really like piano-focused compositions too. As you know, like Lucas Sartor, I'm a huge fan of his, and the same goes for Dead Sea Navigators. It's just a perfect combination for me of vocals and piano sound because it's quite dominant in the whole composition. It's very harmoniously added to the rest of the instrumentals, and I really like Staff's voice because it's soulful, rather placid in sound still, and has some dreamy shades to it too. And it just, as the other songs, it's smoothly progressing, and it's just nice, and as the whole package very well composed and nicely put together.
Absolutely. Next up, we're going to get into a brand new song by Ali Engel. This song is called The Locker. Dig it.
For home, I'm not your backseat thinker, I'm not your ancient Rome, I'm not your favorite punch bag or your head doctor, but I think it's time you made tracks and clear out your locker. Clear out your locker. Your battle cry. I'm not the one who wonders about the reasons why. I'm not your daddy's voice. No one can stop you. It's time you quit all this noise and clear out your locker. Clear out your locker. Clear out your locker. Clear out your locker. I'm not your go-to someone. I'm not your long way down. I'm not your be and end all. I'm just your now for now. I'm not your selfish lover. I'm not your watcher. It's time you turned in your badge. Now clear out your locker. 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 Clear out your locker.
Ali Engel, The Locker, and that is the newest one from him when we haven't heard from him in a little bit. And what a good tune that was. And as a lot of people know who've been big followers of the show, Ali Engel was my very first interview ever. And it was a lot of fun. And it was obviously a great deal of fun when I had him back on the second time after he won Best Male Artist for the Liverpool Music Awards, which was awesome. And he's always kept in touch very well, and a very good artist and singer-songwriter. And I can't say enough good things about him. And the song was just great. It was good to hear it. And a big thank you to Carrie Turley for sending me the MP3 to play on the show. So a big thank you to everybody for that one. Nancy, your thoughts?
Yeah, I can't deny that I'm a huge fan of Ali and his music, and I'm just grateful to see how he developed as an artist. His former compositions have been already very well composed and very melodic, but I think he has definitely improved with releasing The Locker, because his lyrics has always been very imaginative and scenic, but I think this time he has put even more thoughts behind it. It's kind of cunning, but still humorous within the lyrics, and the sound is very vibrant and cheery. It just suits his vocals well, because they have a raspy timbre but still are smooth, and I like, as I mentioned before, I like contrast, and it's nice to see that he puts that much thought and so many facets into, and so many shades of instrumentals and vocals into one song, and it just works out fine.
Couldn't agree more with that statement. So, on that note, we're going to get into the next band who we've heard a few different songs from. The band is called the Night Sealers, and the song is called Strange Land. Dig this.
Nobody seems to care. Nobody seems to share. Maybe I'm just inside out. Makes me feel I wanna shout. I'm in a strange land here. I'm in a strange land here. I'm in a strange land here. Everywhere I seem to go feels like I'm missing time. Maybe I'm just inside out. Makes me feel I wanna shout. I'm in a strange land here. I'm in a strange land here. I'm in a strange land here. Walking through an open door. Everyone's just looking at me. Maybe I'm just inside out. Makes me feel I wanna shout. I'm in a strange land here. I'm in a strange land here. I'm in a strange land here. Nobody seems to care. Nobody seems to share. Maybe I'm just inside out. Makes me feel I wanna shout. I'm in a strange land here. I'm in a strange land here. I'm in a strange land here. Everywhere I seem to go feels like I'm missing time. Maybe I'm just inside out. Makes me feel I wanna shout. I'm in a strange land here. I'm in a strange land here. I'm in a strange land here. Walking through an open door. Everyone's just looking at me. Maybe I'm just inside out. Makes me feel I wanna shout. I'm in a strange land here. I'm in a strange
right, that was the Night Stealers with Strange Land, and a reggae tune, very melodic sound, and it kind of reminds you of the 60s and 70s, just that kind of old school kind of rock and roll with the keyboard in it. It always sounds really cool, and I always appreciate that sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely like the rock attitude of the song, and the reminiscence of the 60s is definitely undeniable, and I really enjoyed that the vocals had some bullying aspects, but were rather edgy in sound, and it's the instrumental was for once was kind of rousing and very energetic, and had his face dance elements too. So it was definitely nice listening to that.
Absolutely. All right, so now we're gonna get to our last song of the night, and the band is called The Marvelous Jackson, and the song's called No More Feeling Like. Dig this one.
Your book of excuses unfolds to reveal something cruel. That's a fact. Blind on your way through existence, only to be told it's not like that. You might find that in good time you have something make you see the light. It'll be a light so bright, the shine of all shines. There'll be no more feeling. You've run so far that your feet are worn through, and it's hard to walk back. Everything's broke 'cause they've stolen your soul, and you just want it back. You might find that in good time you'll find something make
Alright, that was the Marvelous Jackson. The song is called No More Feeling Like. Very good tune, very mellow, and a very good way to finish up New Music Saturday Part 2. Let's hear your thoughts on this one.
Yeah, it definitely was a mellow tune, and I really like the placid fading out of the song, and it still gets some dynamic riffage to it, and it definitely played well with the rather gentle sound, but it still had some moments where the listeners back drawn into the song and kept their attention to listen to it further and see how the song just grows. It definitely had some growth in it, but it was still kind of rather laid back and reserved in sound.
Well, right on. So, like Nessie said and I said, it's a great tune. So that's going to wrap up New Music Saturday for this Saturday. So until next time, thank you so much for listening. This has been Dr. Bones saying Bones out. And Nessie, like always, it's always fun to have you on the show. So until next time, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for listening. Bones out.